It's often said that it isn't what happens to us in this life that matters. It's how we respond to the challenges that come our way. Some are defeated, but some, like my guest, transcend life's difficulties, and as the saying goes, turn lemons into lemonade. In recent years, Gina Richelson has endured several bouts of cancer of the tongue with enormous courage. Today, her cancer is in remission, and Gina is on a mission to provide support for others dealing with head and neck cancer, and I am so glad to welcome you. Thank you for joining us, Gina.
Thank you.
We have become good friends through this journey that you've been on, which has been actually since 2001 you have dealt with cancer of the tongue. And at this point in time, give us a few numbers just so folks can see how you have been affected. How many radiation treatments have you had?
I've had 92 radiation treatments to the throat area.
And surgeries?
Surgeries, probably 5 or 6 surgeries, chemo, every treatment.
Everything that is out there you have had.
I've had it.
You've been in excellent facilities. You were at MD Anderson a couple of times that I'm aware of.
Yes, we moved 2 different times and lived there for about 2 months, my husband and I, where I had surgeries and chemo and radiation.
And now you speak very articulately. You're just doing beautifully on that score. Eating is a bit more of a challenge.
It's a challenge. It's a huge challenge. With radiation, it's a gift that keeps on giving. It doesn't stop the side effects. So as time goes on, you slowly develop your muscles and become weakened from radiation, and the surgery obviously changes your
structure.
Yeah, so eating is very difficult. So at this point, everything's going into a blender. But I have a Vitamix, so I put my chicken and get my protein and vegetables, so I'm actually gaining weight. So.
And looking terrific.
Thank you.
You really are. I am so proud of you. I'm proud of the way you've done, but I'm also very proud of what you've done, Gina, because you have, as I said a moment ago, simply transcended the experience, and now you have formed a chapter in Chattanooga of one of the most interesting organizations. It's support for people with
oral head and neck cancer.
Oral and head and neck cancer.
That's right.
And you were telling me that acronym is Spohnc, and that's
that's right. I have Spohnc. We gotta have.
That's what you have in spades. There's no question about that. Now, you've just been meeting for a couple of months. Have you had much response to the support group?
Actually, I have. The first meeting, I just had 2 people, but I've been getting emails and phone calls from people that care about it, who are patients or caregivers. And each month I've had more people come.
Isn't that wonderful?
Awesome, it's right.
Because this is really the first time there has been a specific organization, a support organization, for folks like you and me who are dealing with oral cancer.
This is the first one in Chattanooga, and it's the first chapter in the state of Tennessee.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, now let's give folks the particulars. You meet on the first Monday of every month.
That's right, at 4 p.m.
4 o'clock. Now, why did you choose 4 o'clock instead of evening?
Well, head and neck cancer is mainly older folks, mostly. And, you know, with the winter coming, the time getting dark, I thought 4, they'd probably retired. And I thought it would be a good time, and most people seem to think it is.
I'll bet that's a great time. 4 o'clock to about 5:30 in the afternoon, the first Monday, and you meet in the patient dining room there at Memorial Hospital.
Yes, it's easy to find. It's go to the visitation front door, and then it's right there on the right. Very easy to find, yes.
It is easy to find.
Yeah.
And I know you can tell that you'll be warmly welcomed because Gina is such a warm person herself, that you will feel very comfortable in her presence. And I can imagine that the dynamics in that room are really very special.
It is. Talking to people who have been through the same or similar situations, I got an email that said, "Thank you so much for starting this." Just knowing somebody else is walking in the same shoes.
Yeah. Absolutely. Gina, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll expect you to come back and talk to us about the progress of this because it's going to become very, very progressive, I'm sure. Don?
Thank you, ladies. We invite you.